Hi, I'm Alix Paulte with Open Systems Media and Embedded Computing Magazine, and I'm here at the Things Conference with the CEO and innovator, founder.
Yeah, we
leader.
say initiator of the Things Network, CEO of the Things Industries.
There you go. But Wienke, I'm really glad to have you here because, I mean, this is really an impressive event. I'm really pleased with it.
Yeah, it's amazing, like all the visitors. We have visitors around from more than 50 countries. Great bunch of sponsors. The premium ones are Semtech and Microchip, and yeah, it's just a great group of people gathering around this little niche still, right, of LoRaWAN. So we're super grateful for everybody being here. So that's really nice.
So where did this idea come from originally? I mean, as you point out, small area. It's still pretty big, but it's a small area of the market. But what made you decide to do it here? What made you decide to do it now?
So what you see is there's a lot of innovation going on with regards to LoRaWAN in the Netherlands. So this is really a hotspot. So that's one of the reasons, and we're from the Netherlands ourselves, so that's cool. We started up with the Open Network in Amsterdam 3 years ago, which now got spread across more than 100 countries. We have now 6,000 of these gateways around the world, and the platform now has around 60,000 developers that are working on all kinds of use cases.
Now, what are some of the hot application spaces you're seeing here? What are some of the solutions that you're really thinking, hey, that's pretty cool?
So a specific vertical that we see is getting some significant traction is cold chain. So there's a lot of work in the world being done on checking temperature. Mm-hmm. I mean, nurses in hospitals that need to check the temperature of fridges of vaccines, temperatures of blueberries during transit to make sure you can calculate what's the shelf time left in the supermarket. We're talking about restaurants that need to make sure that they're that if you store salmon or some other fish, you have to make sure your fridge is at least 4 degrees Celsius. So and there's a lot of compliancy rules around it. So that's one vertical, and then we see things in agriculture, smart buildings. We do projects with railway organizations like Deutsche Bahn. The interesting thing here is that at the moment it's extremely diverse. And you could say that it's like cracking all kinds of different nuts, right? And it's globally diverse, so it's like really active in anywhere around the world. So that's super interesting.
So now, there is a lot of, I won't say maker because these are all engineers and they're
enterprises, what you see here.
They're designing on a high level, but one of the aspects that maker feelish is that these are smaller companies and they're using these large data networks to leverage with the big boys.
Yeah, so I think traditionally there has been a framing about maker, industrial, and like carrier grade. These in the end are just marketing terms, right? So somebody at a corporate innovation lab is tinkering and is a maker, right? So, and somebody at home might have a PhD and still is working with hardware. So although it might be in the interest of vested companies to push the framing around industrial maker, I think the new world is really that there are no boundaries and we're just putting technology to use. And you better ride the wave because the makers are coming after you.
So now, where does the audience get some information? What's the website for this event and for the association?
So hashtag the Things Conference on our YouTube channel. You can see the live feed, which you now probably are watching, but you can tell your friends. And thethingsconference.com. We will have many other conferences around the world. So we just did one in November in Hyderabad. We will have one in Manhattan in August. We will have probably one in Australia, probably one in Shenzhen, as we just announced our partnership with Tencent. So we're literally next year we're going to be in a place nearby, and there's going to be Things conferences all around the world in the coming 12 months.
Very cool, Wienke. So what's next?
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm not going to let you go yet.
No. So what's next? So we did some great announcements today. We announced a disruptively low-priced gateway. So it's a base station, It's like you can already start at at $70. We announced a piece of hardware. We call it a generic node, where it can support many different use cases, and you can program from a distance. We announced several security solutions to make sure that creating end-to-end encryption and doing key exchange, which is a very technical topic.
Security is key.
It's the fundament. So that's the thing with security. It's quite complicated, but yet it's the foundation of everything we do. And now it's also withholding some kind of security scalability. It's including some scalability issues. We launched a product with microchips. So follow our Twitter account, look at our website. We have all the announcements there, and the keynote is going to be on YouTube as well. So yeah, we're super excited, and we're throwing all this new stuff out in the field, and we're seeing the adoption already.
Very cool, Wienke. I really appreciate you taking the time, especially at this busy event, to spend with us.
For sure, sure. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.